G'day guys, in this video I want to show you how to use Excel to generate a random number sample and to use some of the summary statistics and use Excel as a calculator. So first of all we need a sample. I'm just going to use a sample data set of the age of a sample of teenagers. So perhaps I want 20 pieces of information. So before I do anything, you don't have to do this step, but I want to just label up to 25, I could type it out or I could use Excel to drag down 25 rows. So then what I'm going to put in here, in the G column here, that's going to be my sample, my information. The reason I did this was just to check that I've got 25 rows. It's a quick way of doing it. Now, to generate a random number, or to generate anything in Excel, to use Excel as a calculator, you need to first press the equals sign. If I wanted Excel to calculate 3 plus 4, I'd have to put the equal sign in front of it to get 7. If I just wrote in 3 plus 4, Excel would treat that as text. So I'd have to edit that by double clicking or coming up to this formula toolbar up here and putting the equals in front of it in order to get the 7. So I don't want to just add things together. I want to use some inbuilt functions in Excel. And the first one I want to use is a random number generator. So as I start typing, Excel kind of tries to guess what I want to do. And I want to use the second one, rand between. So I type that in, and then Excel kind of talks me through what to do. It asks what's the bottom, the smallest number, and the largest number. So talking about the age of teenagers, well, my smallest number is going to be 13, and the largest random number I want Excel to generate is going to be 19. I close those brackets, and when I press enter, Excel calculates that. And so the first number is 18. I'm going to drag that down rather than type it 25 times in each of these cells. When my cursor changes from that big white plus symbol, when I move it down to that corner, it changes to a small black plus symbol. It means I can drag down that formula. And sure enough, Excel's generated those numbers. I'm just going to center the data, put a border around it, do a quick bit of formatting to make it look a bit nicer. And what I want it to do also is if I go up to this formula bar, I can recalculate now. I can also press F9 to recalculate, to regenerate that random 25 sample data set. So it'll keep recalculating that. Alright, so I know because I've done this little first column here that there are 25 pieces of information, but I'm going to show you how to use these summary statistics in Excel. So the number of scores. This is just text over here showing you what we're doing, and in the B column I'm going to enter the different formulas, starting with count, which counts the number of cells in a range containing numbers. So I just want to highlight the cells G2, where my data starts, down to G27. When I close the brackets and press enter, I should get 25. And sure enough, I do. Now I want Excel to add all the cells up for me. So I'm going to use the sum and again highlight that range of data, close the brackets. It's going to add it up for me, 389. Another quick way to check that is when you highlight data and you look down here, it tells you the count. There's 25 pieces of information and it sums to 389. So sure enough, that's correct. I need to find the function for mean, and when I type in mean, nothing comes up. So I'm going to try average. And sure enough, there's an average function. I don't have to type in capitals. The average of all of these numbers, the mean of these numbers. There's my mean. I want to find the mode. Is there a multi-mode or is there just one mode? There may be more than one mode, so I'm going to go with mode.mult, multiple mode, just in case there's more than one mode in this random sample. My minimum and maximum scores here. I know they're probably going to be 19 and 13 as my max and min, but just in case the random sample doesn't have a 13 in it, I'm going to just use the code here because it will change each time. and my maximum. Max is the code, or the formula rather. Now my median, lower quartile and upper quartile, there's a couple of ways of doing this, and standard deviation. So let's do standard deviation first. I want population standard deviation, so ST standard dev dot P for population. I want the population standard deviation of my sample. And now I want to do my quartiles. So there's two ways of doing median. I've got a median function equals median, highlighting the data. Or I can treat the median as my Q2 and do interquartile range. Sorry, just to find the second quartile. So if I type in quartile, I want to do the one that includes, down here, includes percentile values from 0 to 1. And I'm not that familiar with this, so let's just play around with the quartiles. It's asking for an array, it's asking for me to highlight the information, then it's showing me I need to press the comma, and it's asking which quartile I want. Well, I want the median, I want the second quartile, so I'm going to type in 2 and then close the brackets. And sure enough, as a test, that second quartile matches the median function. I'm going to repeat that for my lower quartile. Quartile dot inc, highlight the array and choose my lower quartile is Q1, close that. I'm going to do one more, quartile dot inc for including, highlight the array, comma, it's my third quartile this time. And if I wanted to use these two to calculate my interquartile range, I'll just press equals, and I know it's my upper quartile minus my lower quartile. So there you go. There are a lot of different summary statistics that you can calculate